Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 48 of this WCW 1998 playthrough using TEW 2016. I am your host, Max Marvelous here, and what a thunder we have for you. Oh man, of course we're still riding that wave of momentum from our uncensored show. We had a pretty good Nitro. Of course, we have a new United States champion in Goldberg, the undefeated wrecking machine. It is Bill Goldberg. And now we get to learn about what is in stake for the TV title. Will Bill Goldberg have to vacate the belt, or is he gonna walk around with two belts on, around his waist, or I guess over his shoulders? I'm sure that's how Goldberg would do it, like a crazy man that he is. But I believe we're in New Hampshire for this one. Yeah, we're at the Verizon Wireless Arena. Let's jump right in here. And one of our first of four pre-show matches, Bobby Duncombe Jr. defeats Vampire Warrior in 8 minutes and 25 seconds with the big Lariato. Getting a 36 D- for that one, alright. Good. Alright, shit there. Ooh. We didn't give enough time. Shit. Yeah, should have gave it 16. Because I did 17 for the total segment. Yeah, it's fucking my bad. Oh well, though. Jack Hoyer defeats Doug Williams in 14 minutes and 43 seconds via pinfall. And then our third pre-show match, Mikey Whipwreck defeats Homicide in 6 minutes 46 seconds with the Whip Burst Snapper. Wow, they both got 44s and 42. Good shit there. And then our final. Well, we skipped it. Shit. I really need to stop doing that one. I just want to know there's a delay, not to fucking double tap it. That last pre-show match was a 6-man tag between like the NWO with like Buff Bagwell, Scott Norton, and Bryan Adams, taking on the team of like Lex Luger, Rick Steiner, I think Davey Boy Smith, and the Babyfaces won. Team WCW won. But it got an 80, so I guess we probably should have put it on the show. But we have our Thunder intro there. Yeah. And then, of course, we open up the show, the real opening, with Hollywood Hulk Hogan, one of the 3 men that will be in our main event for Spring Stampede. And he cuts a promo on Bret and the Stinger. And, Hogan talking about how he's going to get his revenge on Sting. And also gets to beat Bret Hart. I would like to think somehow he slips in the fact that at WrestleMania 9, he saves Bret's ass and he wins the belt without even being in the match. He somehow ties that into his promo. And how he's just going to get his big gold belt back around his waist. And also Bischoff is out there with him. And we got the Hogan promo out of the way. Now we talk about the real issue. Eric Bischoff states that Goldberg is stripped of his TV title due to him now owning the U.S. belt. So there is that. And he then announces that there will be a tournament for the TV title, which features all these fine young lads that you see on the screen here. Chris Jericho, Perry Saturn, Norman Smiley, Wrath, Ernest the Cat Miller, Disco Inferno, Alex Wright, and Scott Norton. Good shit there. Which you'll see throughout the TV shows. I don't think we'll probably do. Yeah, we have 2 on this show already. Between Perry Saturn and I believe Norman Smiley. Oh no, it was Jericho, Norman Smiley, and then Ernest the Cat Miller and Perry Saturn. So you're gonna see 2 of those tonight, and then you'll see 2 more. The other first round matchups on Nitro, which will definitely be Scott Norton against Alex Wright, or Yeah, I believe it's Scott Norton and Disco Inferno, and then Wrath and Alex Wright. I think that's how it's gonna go. So there's that. And then we open up with our first match. El Dandy. Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Takes on Psychosis. Match that went 55 minutes and 23 seconds. Psychosis wins the flying, twisting senton. Yeah. Psychosis had a 51. That's good shit, though. And Boogie Nights promo from, yeah, probably should have had Magnum Tokyo not be rated. As, well, at least Alex Wright and Disco came off well. Kinda them formally introducing Magnum Tokyo as now the third member of the Boogie Nights. You know, of course, the big debut from Magnum Tokyo was at Uncensored, where he was shown backstage trying to cheer up Boogie Nights, but now he is the third member of Boogie Nights. That's kind of what this promo is all about. But the debuting Suicide Blondes and Sexton Hardcastle and Christian Cage making their television debuts. Jump the rails, slide in, and take out Boogie Nights. Pick up the microphone and say, and kind of state who they are. Suicide Blondes are here, and they're here to make an impact where the big boys play here in WCW. Can't wait. Our first, probably our first big debut in a while. Besides the guys we kind of signed, like, no, I believe this is going to be our first debut. Because a lot of the guys we had signed up, like El Dandy and Super Callow, were just guys they didn't add. So yeah, this is our first big debuts. Fuck yeah. Took us long enough, yeah. March 1998. We're 48 episodes in and we're finally getting a huge debut. Listen, that's what happens when you have the best roster ever in WCW. 97, 98. You don't need new people. But speaking of big stars, Humongous defeats Glacier 6 minutes with a power bomb. Humongous, man. Thinking hindsight being 2020, he should have been in the TV title tournament, but we'll save that for another day. He'll get his shot down the line. But then we cut to Chris Jericho, who this is gonna be in the ring pre-match promo, as welcomes in all of his Jerichoholics here at New Hampshire, and how tonight is the start of the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla to get his name etched into the history books here in WCW, as he's going to become the TV champion, and not even going to mention Norman, just bragging about how he's going to be the TV champ, how, he's going to take the Jericho brand all across the world, how everybody's going to know the name Chris Jericho. Which he does pick up the win over Norman in 10 minutes and 27 seconds with the Lion Tamer. Yeah, Norman kind of underperformed there. That sucks. But Jericho carried his weight, 76. Good shit there. I believe I wanted this to steal the show. I don't know if it stole the show, but it did pretty well. Did pretty well there. And then, Bret Hart comes out with an interview with Mean Gene Okerlund. And, Bret is talking about, the triple threat match. Kind of, Hogan, they come to blows, I think, once so far here in WCW. I think it was a tag match. But they have not had any title matches or nothing like that, I'm pretty sure. As kind of says, Hollywood Hogan, he's came here, WCW. He's tried to poison the brand. Brought in, this new world order. And how, he's got his now buddy Eric Bischoff running the show on Thunder. And talking about how he put, had Randy Savage leave WCW because of Hogan. and how he's kind of like saddened about that. Seeing the Macho Man go, kind of brings him up a bit to keep him at least strong, not being on TV for a while, and also puts up the fact Sting, of course, uh, puts him over more and kind of like respectfully puts over Sting, obviously, saying, we've went to war in the past. I was the better man that night, but who knows, maybe it's Spring Stampede, he might be the better man. Kind of keeps putting, the baby face over, but bearing the heel. That's kind of how this goes. Because Sting, obviously, is not going to cut a promo, because Sting doesn't do that. he sits up there in the rafters and just stands there. Sits up there in the rafters by his little self, being the crow that he is. But we cut to the next matchup here, our second match of the tournament for the TV title, as Perry Saturn defeats Ernest the Cat Miller with the Rings of Saturn in 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Good shit for Perry Saturn. That's all we need. Glad he got the win there. And then we cut to the back as Los Guerreros are laid out to waste thanks to the Outsiders. Kevin Nash got all, obviously, the tag champs. The Guerreros, they had their big win against the Boogie Knights, uncensored. Who knows? Are they the new number one contenders? Are they not? Guess we'll just have to keep on waiting. And then we cut to a tag team match between Harlem Heat and Faces Fear, with Harlem Heat picking up the win in 11 minutes and 17 seconds, with Booker T defeating the Barbarian with the Harlem Hangover. Good shit there. Not enough selling, though. That's what can you do? You're telling me Ming didn't sell, yeah? That's kind of the gimmick. But then we have Raven cutting a promo on Goldberg with Perry Saturn and Chris Kanyon by his side. How Raven, says, Goldberg, you beat me for the TV belt. Beat me for the U.S. belt now. I have not. I will get my belt back. Just kind of this saying, I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's Perry Saturn. I don't care if it's Chris Kane. I don't care if it's anyone else of my flock. But we will not rest until we get our belt back. Type of thing. But then he also hypes up kind of a promo on DDP and Chris Benoit for who they have a match against. It's going to be a tag match. Raven and Chris Kanyon taking on those two. And saying, DDP took your belt. Still haven't done anything about it. Chris Benoit, I took your belt as well. The TV title. There's nothing you two can do to me that hasn't already been done before. But tonight, we're going to end this once and for all. And tonight, I'm going to show the rest of the world that I'm better than all of you. Than both of you, really. And about that great wrestling with good heat, Chris Benoit and DDP defeat the team of Raven and Chris Kanyon when Benoit made he won by pinfall with the Dragon Suplex. And also, we saw Riggs and Sick Boy kind of take out DDP, with Hammer also attacking Benoit as well. Oh man, Chris Kanyon only had a 55 in-ring performance. That sucks. But DDP had an 85, Benoit 78, Raven 79. And we're improving with Raven and DDP, so good shit there. This was storytelling. And kept for length. That's alright, though. But that will do it for the show. And yeah, I think we can finally increase popularity again. Yeah, we can. So an 85 show rating. A good show. We had a couple of A's on that show. We also had a couple of, the Outsiders taking out Los Guerreros was a B rating. Jericho's promo was a B. Good shit all around. Yeah, that pre-show match did well. It did better than our main event. But what you can do, I felt like giving that match going on last. Which is weird, because I don't think I had any main eventers. Oh, well, I had DDP, so yeah. I guess half the main eventers were in the pre-show match. But what can you do? But that will do it for this episode. Successful episode. As we have one more show. and then we are done with March, and then it's on to April. We will be, that's kind of crazy though. We're getting up there now in episodes. We have gotten pretty far into the save so far, and we have some emails as well. Guess we'll take a look at that. Oh, Briggs is, yeah, you're telling me, Lex Luger. Telling me shit. But yeah, we've gotten really far in the series so far. No signs of stopping now. Oh, Tejano. Conan, oh no. So sad. But, yeah, we're looking good as far as we're going to keep our schedule going now. Still, we're having great shows. We're knocking them out. We would not have fallen the cult if it wasn't for me not, like, kind of realizing, like, oh, I forgot to book a storytelling match here and there. If it wasn't for that, we would still be national and still kicking ass, but what can you do? Simple mistake, you learn from it, and now make sure every card has at least one storytelling match, and we're knocking them out of the park, getting A and B plus shows. I think the real goal going into April now is getting an A rating TV show. That's probably going to be pretty hard. Well, it's not hard, because, I mean, I could just be like, oh, well, Hollywood Hogan cuts 2 10-minute promos, and The Outsiders cut 2 10-minute promos, and, like, do it kind of that way. I could easily do it. But part of me is like, that's really not how a show would structure, So I kind of balance it out. But I think, because Jericho's promos are getting better. Bret Hart's promos are great. Hogan's promos are great. The Outsiders promos are great. If I have a show where 4 or 5 of those guys, you're throwing Raven in there, or who else could probably come? DDP, I think, has gotten some A and B rating promos. Conan usually gets good promos. Like those guys. If I have like 6 of those of our top talkers cutting promos, we could easily get an A rating show. And that's kind of what the goals are going forward. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode, this Thunder. We have a TV tournament now, so we have a lot of shit moving forward. But we will see you guys next time for Saturday night on TBS. Yeah.